There's enough sunlight coming and hitting the surface of the planet. It's 6,000 times more than the energy the human race uses now. If only we use the gifts that God has given us wisely, we won't need to ruin the planet.
Have you been tempted to follow the fashion this year of growing your own fruit and veg? Perhaps you want to save money during the credit crunch, or maybe you like knowing where your food comes from. Well, Ruth Valero got an allotment because of what she heard in church.
Someone from our church put together a questionnaire, and it was a kind of cosmopolitan, how green a Christian are you kind of thing. And it had statements like, I recycle, I use low energy light bulbs, I cycle instead of drive, those kind of things. And when I first did this questionnaire, I realised that I couldn't tick a single one of these statements. So I set myself the goal of working through this questionnaire until I could tick every single one of them. And that really got the ball rolling. And now I'm way down the line and I could tick every single one of them, and I'm doing way more as well. Oh, these shallots are going to be very happy getting so much water.
I know. Want me over here?
I have an allotment here, and I grow potatoes and I grow onions and shallots and garlic and all sorts of stuff, broad beans, and really just whatever is in season, all the usual stuff you would expect to find on an allotment. When I first got married, my food would predominantly consist of packet sauces, jarred sauces. I would pride myself in buying the cheapest chicken that I could get and think I was being a very good person for, managing my finances in that way. And then I began to look at the issues behind the food that we eat, and actually who grows it, how is it grown, what are the conditions, how has it got here, how many miles has it come, and so on. And now the way that I eat is so completely different, and I now try to eat as unprocessed food as possible, and I try to cook from scratch, and I try to use fresh local ingredients where I can, and of course I try to use as much of my own produce as I can.
the time when
No. The kind of things I'm talking about isn't about going off to the country and living on a small holding necessarily. I think that we can live in a way that respects God's creation right here in our cities and in our built-up areas. The pig cooperative is something that I do with a group of us, and we look after the pigs together, right from birth all the way through to death and on into our freezers. As a Christian, really everything that I do comes from what I see in the Bible, in God's Word, in the story that the Bible gives us. We are Adam. Adam in the Hebrew literally means earthling, and it's not till Genesis 2 that Adam is divided into male and female. We have been created as earth creatures, if you like, in the same way that that human comes from humus, from the soil. So we naturally, through the way that we have been created, have that connection with the earth and with the land, and we are here to take care of it and to look after it.